actually at Cape Reinga now. Just about to have our lunch. I'm sitting down here. So, what did you say? You can see the girls are wanting their lunch as well. Beautiful view. We're now looking at the Tasman Sea, I think. Yes, which is the other side of the Cape. Beautiful beach, absolutely wonderful. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Like Cornwall.
Only grander somehow. Right at the lighthouse, and they told us that we could tell the difference between the Tasman and the Pacific because of the different colours. I do hope it's coming up on the camera, because when I look at it just about there, it's a very different look. The blue Pacific and the green Tasman. And this is just right below me. Beautiful colour. I don't know what's Ruth's doing. I think she's back in the back. That couple, the man on the right there filming is from England too. Ruth had a cold, and thanks very much, Ruth. I've got it today, starting. So,
Sorry about that.
probably another 3 days of misery. And that's just the view on the other side of New Zealand's John O'Groats. This is our last day in the Bay of Islands. Sad, isn't it?
Yes. And we're just about to walk down this road. That's the bridge that you can see there. And we'll have a look at Kelly Tarleton shipwreck, and then over to Waitangi to the Treaty House, we hope.
We
Have
hope.
the energy to walk that far. This is the beach where we've been swimming for the last few days. It's been absolutely perfect. Lovely, lovely sand and wonderful sunshine.
We've just come across those oyster catchers sitting in the beach as we continue our walk. It's quite strange because some of them are totally black. Funny.
This is Sheila just about to go into the sea. She really does go in quite quickly now, since we've been here for a few days. Seems to have got acclimatised to the water. Getting it now. She's going to go in. I thought she was going then. There we are. To show she really can. It is a delightful coast line. And Waitangi, where the treaty was signed, and round to the boat that we visited this morning, Kelly Tarleton.
Magic video. I come in, Ruth comes out. I'm actually standing, oops, sorry about that, nearly up to my knees and my knees in the water. It's lovely though. Had enough for today, last day.
Heel, heel, right, heel, heel, good boy. Sit, sit, good, leave, good, fetch. Sit, right, sit, back.
Hamish with a haircut, Donald without a haircut, going back to... Are you going back to work on the bike? Yeah.
Come here. Stay. Heel, heel. Sit, sit. Good boy. Leave, leave. Good boy. Back, back. Right, back. Rage, back. Good boy, back foot. Like father, like son. Donald! You are, Hamish will throw it. Hamish will throw it.
Come here. Come to me. Good boy. Heel, sit. Good girl. Heel. Sit. Sit.
We're going a week today and we can't remember whether we actually videoed this bit of the house at all. That open door in front of us is our bedroom. The window's next to the games room, and this is Hamish and Gloria's bedroom. I don't know if you can see it, there's always a cat in the bed. This is their games room and another sitting room. It's quite big. I'm going to try and walk up. That fish Hamish caught and is stuffed. No, just having a little go out to the organ. Ray doesn't think much of this playing. Those little fishes are actually trophies. They're not real fish. One is Shauna's and the other two are Hamish's, and this is supposedly a real stuffed snapper. Hamish and Gloria's bedroom and ensuite are through there. And the back looks on to the end of one side of the games room looks on to the end of the other side of the garden and the reserve area. Ruth tried to play pool. In fact, she even beat Donald yesterday. This has ranch doors too, so everything leads out onto the deck. It's wonderful. Northerly part of Carrow Island. It's known as Vivian Bay. Looks very nice sandy beach, but we're not getting off here. We're going round a bit. It's a beautiful day. I hope we're picking up the green of the sea as we leave Vivian Bay itself. It's absolutely beautiful. Couldn't see the house, just about lost it. We stopped off twice now to deliver newspapers, which will.
Point that's coming up on the list is in the area known as Sharp's Point. It's a piece of land that's been bequeathed to the Department of Conservation.
Sharp's Point.
Quite a number of fluvicalia trees, our native Christmas trees.
Those houses here are holiday homes, they tell us, and we've been told that house up there has its own tennis courts in behind it. There are no roads in the island, and I think round the corner we'll see a jetty with a helipad, and they come in and out with their own helicopters every weekend. One wealthy owner coming to pick up his morning paper. believe it. A lion rampant flag. Gloria thinks it's, people called them the Calpines pines. I wonder if it's the building. This is where half the residents in the island live. No doctor and all their services come in by boat. They get rural delivery at $2 a box for anything they want to order from the mainland. They've got a community nurse apparently on the island. Yet another property. Wonder if that's their yacht, the Renown. We stopped at yet another jetty and we're coming right round this harbour. Actually going the opposite way to the way I'm filming. Because we'll come round that way and go out to go to Mansion House Bay, and we stop at all the little jetties. Unbelievable, one of the other little bays. And that was Bon Accord Bay that we called in all those little harbours. We're now approaching Mansion House Bay, and this is where we're going to get out and hopefully get something to eat and then go for a walk to the old copper mines and have a swim, I hope. In the island, would you believe a white peacock? We've just had some lunch and now we're going to set out on a walk. We still haven't gone far in our walk. I'm looking at the water lilies, this little pond and the ducks. This is the Copper Mine Bay.
And Sheila out of breath.
Yeah, we just climbed up this hill and we're going to have to climb all the way down there again. Not again, but now, if we're going to have a swim. This is just a beautiful island and we've been so thankful to get in here to swim. It's Gloria, we've been snorkeling. Somewhere. There's Ruth. Ruth, where are you? Oh, there she is. It's really lovely. And so warm. This is a weka. For those of you who don't know any better. And there is another weka. And Ruth's feeding them ice cream, I think. Are you?
No, cake crumbs.
Oh, cake crumbs. Everything grows up tremendously right here, and those grapes, which was just so little only a few weeks ago, are now hanging in great thick bunches. I asked Hamish when they'd be ready and he said when they turn black. We were doing some weeding this morning along that border, and we've just discovered that in fact they've turned this house round. This should really be the back of the house. Ruth and her friend. This is the main road, looking up to the shops at Manly Town Centre, and looking this way to the beach, and that's where those trees are, just standing right at the gate of Hamish and Gloria's house. It's taken us 3/4 of a minute to get from the gate to here, and that's just going down onto the beach. It's Ruth out there in the sea, just sort of bobbing about. I think she's swimming The tide's right in at the moment, and you can tell that by the fact that we've lost the reef that Ruth filmed us on the other film. Beginning to get proprietorial about this beach, and there are actually people on it today. It's busier than it's been. Sometimes we've had it all to ourselves.
Sheila coming out now. Went in again and done that bit of filming.
We'll be in a minute. We'll be warm in a minute, hey Grace? Good. Oh. Right, good lad, eh?
Yeah, nice boy red. Oh yes. We've come to Wairera hot pools, and Gloria and Ruth are in the hibiscus pool, which is how hot?
40 degrees.
Is it hot?
That's better.
Oh. And the park is covered with pools. It's too hot to swim in it, in fact. The hibiscus is the one we were in. We've been in that one. More kids' pools, all sorts. Shauna's come home for a day, really, from Hamilton, and she's been buying courgettes, and her father, of course, is growing so many that it's not true. But she also wants a fishing rod, and I see she's managed to get one from him. Did you get a courgette?
What?
Parsley.
Her hat, she said. What else they've got in the garage there?
Here.
All blowing over her face. Here.
Here, here. I'm standing in her bedroom doorway, I suppose, and people have come round and we're going to have a barbecue. It's 6:45 at night on Saturday night. Can't believe it.
There's some shade, but needless to say, Ruth and I have been sitting in the chairs that have got the shade in it. Jill and Tony, Gloria and Hamish are all sitting out of the sun. Did you meet Jean when she was here? No. Bit worrying. You sure it's just peanuts? Bits of chocolate.
Something mix, isn't it? Squirrel mix.
Both Cub Trail.
No, I haven't seen it.
Right. Mitra Goldwyn Mayer, get your video out of here.
Arthur Ring.
Arthur G.
Anthony
Wing.
Armstrong.
Can you tell me where all the places are again, Jim?
How do you mean all that?
Well, this is Port Phillip.
This is Port Phillip Bay,
Uh-huh.
and this actual beach is called McRae Beach. And the heads are over in that direction. And the bay is about 52 miles across. The ships take 4 hours to go from the heads to Port Melbourne.
Into the Port of Melbourne.
Port of Melbourne, if you can't see it, it's down in that direction.
Yeah.
To the south. It's the north rather. And that land mass over, and that's the other side of the bay.
McRae. White sand. It's 9:30 in the morning and we've stopped here for a picnic. Would you believe, just outside Melbourne, we've come up a hill called Arthur's Seat, top of the world feeling. This is my first glimpse of the view. People are coming up in chairlifts there. We're still on Arthur's Seat. We're actually coming down now, and we stopped to look back along the beach. That's the beach we were walking on a little while ago. Beautiful gum trees shedding the bark.
Sheila's filming this bit, especially for me, to show the two tones of the sea. Can't see the yellow though.
We're in a national park just outside Melbourne. It's called Badger's Creek, and we're going to have a barbecue. It's Jim's just gone over to one of the fires provided. I'll go over to see it. Ruth is putting Factor 8 on because it is very hot today, and Rosemary's putting Factor 15 on because she just doesn't have the sun at all. And this is us, slightly in the shade in this beautiful wooded area. Wonderful place. All those fires and the wood for them are provided, and people just come and mark out their spot and do their own cooking. Jim giving our steaks careful attention there. God, it's hot. It's hot in the sun too.
Sheila rushing to get the things to... Oh, these are the eggs. Never had barbecued eggs before. It's an absolutely beautiful day here. Whether you can see the flame in the barbecue very well. The best view of the flame here. We have the bots here. The carrier. Oh, it's delicious. This is Rosemary getting the other half ready. I'm sure we're soon going to be ready to eat. It all looks absolutely delicious. Notice the melon for afters. The Australian waves.
Go.
That's a very nice fan you got there, Sheila. You look like Madame Butterfly doing that.
Oh, well done, Jim.
Bit of the old Gilbert and Sullivan. Remember the lady with the fan? She was very fat in the production.
I think that's a bit unkind.
Butterfly, isn't it?
Honestly, they don't want me more.
Rosella's hand feeding him. And just flying wild, of course.
There's one in somebody's hand there.
Oh, yes.
Taking it.
Eating from Rosemary's hand.
Just the black ones. He's eating rosemary. Do you like the black seeds?
A bit bigger than Sam or Derek. Having a scratch now.
Yep. The bird I'm looking at is half green, and that, Rosemary says, is its baby plumage, so it's beginning to lose its baby plumage and get its adult red.
Rosemary and I are just walking through these lovely woods and a beautiful fern tree. But the height of some of these other trees is just astronomical. So we still haven't come to the top of them. Not sure whether you can see it. You might just have seen the movement. No, I can still see it. It's just gone behind the trunk. A caraway it was, we think. So Sheila and Jim engrossed in conversation as we return from our little walk. Hi.
This is the view of Sydney from, no, it's not Sydney at all, it's Melbourne, from our hotel window. We're on the 12th floor of the Southern Cross Hotel, and the window won't open anymore. I guess they don't want anyone to jump out. And as you can see, it's a very disappointing day. It's raining. That's the hotel pool. It's really warm, salt water. We just swam in there last night. So that's Melbourne. Although the weather's been beautiful, it's nasty today, but still hot. Kangaroo Valley in Sydney, Australia, in a wet day. This is Saturday. Arrived here on Thursday. We haven't seen the sunshine yet. Up there is Joyce and Beryl, who've brought us on this run today, and Ruth with my tartan umbrella. Little bridge in Kangaroo Valley. We've just come through here, and like what of the other bridges, it's one way out here. Although there's a misty rain falling, it's, as you can see by the people down there, very warm. They're just falling into the river there and swimming. The hills behind could be Perthshire. I've managed to get them there. I couldn't quite believe my eyes when a few minutes ago somebody jumped from up there down into the river and just swam. I'm rather hoping that one of them is going to do the same thing, but I'm not too sure. Some height. One of the guys has indicated that he's going. Would you believe I turned the camera off just as he jumped? I think the other one is going. That's the one that jumped. We're at Camberwara Lookout, and this is our first view of the coast which we're making for. It's absolutely astonishing because it's totally misty on the other side, and yet quite clear looking here.
That was a whip bird, Sheila.
That was a whip bird that went. And that's a dog barking in a rather nice looking homestead just below me here. That's that bird again. We're in among those beautiful fern trees and Monbretia growing wild on the roadside. This is a little town called Berry, about 2 hours away from Sydney. And we've stopped here for coffee. It's now starting to rain, since we stopped for coffee. And this is the street. And these are the shops. We're in a place called Kiama. We've come to see a blowhole. And this is so have a million other people. This is just a general quick view of it. The sun's come out. Lots and lots of Norfolk pines.
Hindi pa niya nakita kung gumagano.
They do indeed, yeah. The tide's too low to really get the blowhole.
As the wind gets up there. There is a hot down there. Here it comes.
We're in Centre Point. They tell us the highest freestanding structure in the Western Hemisphere.
Southern Hemisphere.
Southern Hemisphere. Oh goodness, that was the Opera House you saw.
305 metres tall above the city streets.
And that's Sydney Harbour Bridge. Zoom it back. And it's just going to be a panned view of all we can see from the camera observation windows looking north. It's quite high. Looks very high actually. There might be some overlap because I just keep moving around the tower to the camera windows, which are non-tinted, to allow for a better view. It's a bit hazy over there today. This is looking directly west.
I think that's the monorail line there as well.
Oh yes, that thin line going along what looks like a road, yeah.
Sean can't see it.
Oh, wait a minute. There's the monorail going
Just
along.
coming out from that green building.
That's right. If I zoom in and maybe get it a bit closer. We're hoping to go on that. Why are we going on that, Ruth?
Just to the quay.
Oh yeah, right. Now looking south directly down into a hotel's swimming pool. Some very old church buildings down there. I wonder if I need to bring them closer so that we can see them. I suppose there's a cathedral here, maybe one of those. Unfortunately, their commentary machines are broken, so we're not sure what we're looking at. Vast city. What's that, do you suppose, over there, that grating roof? Surrounded by trees.
Stadium or something.
I think this is south. Looks like nice gardens. Famous opera house from Shanghai. Sydney policeman waiting to cross the road. We've just come back down from Centre Point. That's the station across the road that we came in on. Just having a look around at the streets and the shops. We can feel that it's going to rain, but that's where we've been. Right up there, miles away. Still very warm. Yep. We're going down there, that's the monorail crossing over. We're going down there to the circular quay where we hope to catch a launch. Ruth behind an Australian rubber. We've just come across, would you believe, a store called Grace Brothers. Just looking at them. We're just about to go on this lunch cruise on, I think, this cruise ship, City of Sydney.
The 26th of January 1788 at the base of Sydney Cove behind us there, and proclaimed this whole land as a colony for Britain. And that is indeed what we are celebrating tomorrow when we celebrate Australia Day. So it's a very historic area. Prison, and many of the buildings were actually Sydney Harbour Bridge was completed and opened in 1932. It cost £5.2 million to build. It has 8 traffic lanes, 2 railway lines, a pedestrian walkway and a bicycle cycleway.
This is the oyster.
Oyster.
Have to swallow it.
Yeah, swallow it whole. Don't chew. Absolutely beautiful, and there's the harbour bridge over there. I thought we ought to have Centre Point. It's the tallest building way out there. I just bring it in. That's where we were looking at it all.
Just coming up to the Opera House, actually under the Harbour Bridge, which you can see on the right. Yeah, the bridge is terrific.
sounds awesome.
That's a good thing.
Lead.
Now I know what some of you are thinking. What a rip-off. But yes, it does get better. Watch as I whip this Diablo and this crowd into a total frenzy. You should see it from here, kid.
Don't see it.
Boy, alright. Sophisticated audience. The first body move. Watch carefully. Totally stunning. I call it foot boogie. That's not it. Foot boogie, many years of practice, many solitary years. You can applaud, it does not make. Here it is, the very beautiful move, just for the circular key crowd. Even more beautiful.
An area known as the Rocks, and would you believe, Argyle Street.
The old part of Sydney.
The historic part of Sydney. Yeah. And this is, behind you is Argyle Street. Oh well.
Go.
At Sydney Opera House at last. We've been here for 4 days and we've had 1 day of sunshine. We've been wandering around the city today and thank goodness the sun wasn't shining. And we're going to see the Merry Widow tonight inside this fantastic looking place. First of all, we're going to have something to eat, I hope. Ruth's standing at the same spot that I was standing on, more or less, and this is the view in the opposite direction. Somebody's bay. Where were we? Oh yes,
Where those yachts are, we went down that little island on the luncheon cruise.
oh yeah, right. We're inside the Opera House, just waiting to go in. There are beautiful floral arrangements, just like this one, all over the place. I think we're up in one of the arches, and just through there it's possible to see the bridge. Another lovely floral arrangement. Red carpets, very splendid. This is Avalon Beach, and we've been in that pool over there where the breakers are coming in. The sea is just full of people surfing. Not too many on their feet right now. I think there's just been quite a good wave. We went along beside the flags to swim. That's Ruth after her swim, enjoying the sunshine. We're going up to have a picnic now. That's Betty just wandering around. What? Did MD right? Oh, I'll tell you what, where is the automatic focus in this flaming thing?
Underneath here.
It's this shutter speed thing that's on. No, it's the shutter speed though.
So what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know, it's been on.
I don't think
Do you think not? Well, they're sitting there waiting for it.
I'll just go and tell them what you're doing.
And I'll miss the wave.
forgot.
Betty and Jim and Ruth and our picnic. This chap's feeding fairy penguins in Featherdale Wildlife Park because if the fish are bigger than the birds, tiny wee penguins. Some black-winged stilt. Would you believe this is a kookaburra? Wish the thing would laugh. It's looking at me. Kookaburra. It's very much bigger than I imagined. Kookaburra just flew down. I don't know what it's eating. The other bird that's there looks like a spur-winged plover, which we saw elsewhere. This is a wombat. Hello, wombat. Hello, wombat. Peahen with some chicks.
He'll come back and he'll be ready for him when he turns around.
Yeah. This guy's called Nooker. The saltwater crocodile. An ostrich. I think I'm going a bit away from this chap. I'm liable to look straight up the mouth of an ostrich.
Silent couple. Oh, he's going in, look.
Come back to the ostrich feet. I couldn't believe they were quite so big. Where is it gone now? Oh, there. This is a little wallaby having a drink. Some more wallabies having some grass. This is a cassowary, they tell me. Try and get close up of that head. It looks awful. White-breasted sea eagle. Wedge-tailed eagle building a nest. Enormous type bird. The Australian little eagle. I think I'm looking at a pair of square-tailed kite. Another emu, pruning itself, a bit pale. A double-decker train going past the zoo. I didn't miss it. I think I missed it, but I didn't. Don't know what this black and white chap is. Well, these are all cranes of different kinds. It's the children's area. I think that wee girl's more than a little frightened of that little deer. A couple of red kangaroo, quite large chaps. Children's park. Ruth's not terribly sure whether she wants to pet a goat or not. Yeah.
This is Sheila patting her, whatever it is, chasing it.
A goat in among the lambs.
South down.
So, just going to find out what that is. That's a Tasmanian devil.
That's him. Should be a couple of them now around. Well, you want to see them when they fight. Oh, they're vicious, aren't they? Yeah.
Walking about here is an eastern rosella. And long-tailed black cockatoos. Next door, yellow-tailed black cockatoos. This is supposed to be a pair of red-tailed black cockatoos. But you in fact don't see the red until they actually fly. A sulphur-crested cockatoo.
Hello. Are you going to dance for us?
And over in the corner, a trio of pink cockatoos. Close up of a laughing kookaburra. Sitting up, well, was sitting absolutely stock still. Certainly not laughing.
This is Sheila passing a baby kangaroo, and the other one seems to have a bit of a cough. A slightly bigger one. Yeah.
Ruth just decided that if little 2-year-olds can pat a kangaroo, she can. And koala bear. That's Ruth holding a koala bear. Wait a minute. Sitting on.
I'm glad you're on a soft one.
It's all soft. He's sitting on a soft koala cushion. I bet he's just taken Sheila's photo. Lenny. Ah.
Baby. You love it. Yeah.
Wrong way.
Nice to rub you. Oh, can you see his face?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's it. It's a kookaburra? Oh. It's lovely. It's only a young one, isn't it? Yeah. What are you looking at? Wow.
One koala asleep in a tree. There's another one in here, but it looks so tired, it's not true.
They all seem so very tame.
Guess that. Yeah, quite used to people.
Positions everything, they say, in the fork of a tree. Sound asleep. Koala and its baby up there. Koala and baby. Sleeping koala.
Is that your mummy?
I don't know what he's looking at.
His mummy. He's up there.
Oh, he's,
Look, put the camera up here. Put the...
You're not going to believe this, but I can't actually see the bridge through this. I can thing, yeah.
Very
I can, yeah.
You can see the bridge now.
Yep.
I need to get on the Car Expressway.
I think that's enough.
Tells you right here. People walking over.
Oh, yes. I don't know where they measured from now. You can't see too much from it. In Harbour Joyce, do you remember?
The Pacific Ocean entrance to the heads at Sydney in an area known as the Gap, Watson's Bay. And this is where the suicides leak from, we're told. Very impressive. We're going for a swim, it's a beautiful day. I've just turned my back on what I've just filmed, and we're looking directly at the city, but regrettably smog is almost obscuring it. Even pulled in the tower. You're too late. You can You can go back again. This is the naval chapel. The interior of this chapel, absolutely beautiful. There's kneelers about the battles, and there's little plaques on the sides of the pews that says Trafalgar on it.
That's Manly over there.
Manly?
That's the harbour side of Manly, that little bit of beach you can see.
Yes. It's a bigger place than you think. Manly's right in that area.
And then the township is between the harbour beach and the ocean beach. So you've got the two beaches there.
North Bondi Beach, this is where we've come to have a swim today. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know if there'll be much swimming, mind you, in that. This is the Bondi Beach. We were going to go down here to swim, but I think we're going further on to one of the smaller beaches. Now, I've just been told that this is in fact Bondi Beach. That the last one we looked at was Bronte, and the one before that was Tamara. Where we're actually going to swim, I'm not terribly sure. This looks fun.
Yes. What are you doing here?
Just recording our last whole day in Sydney.
Oh, it hasn't finished yet.
No, I know.
We've got to have going to see and Scrabble.
This is Belle's house.
Good one to know.
Beryl's back garden.
Just keep this door closed when Joyce is sick.
And Sheila. Isn't this lovely? It's another little veranda. Table fun for you.
Oh, the lovely girls.
This is Beryl's sitting room. Through to the hall.
Yes, I realise it's.
She and Ruth are in the kitchen. And then through to the dining room. We're out in the garden now, and this is a beautiful hibiscus.
Isn't it lovely?
It is. Oh, it disappeared in front of my eye.
Sorry. It is movable, the camera. Try moving it. Cactus of some description.
Lovely. Bird of some description going mad. We're in a Hindu temple in Chinatown, part of Singapore, and this is what it looks like. Only the devotees may go past these gates. This is the Buddha after whom this temple is named, the goddess rather. This is the roof. We're on the way out again. The smell of that incense is horrendous. I'm going to collect her shoes. Ruth's gone for her shoes, I think. As the courier said, take the best. Come back out to the door of the temple. Ruth's still trying to get the sand off her shoes. It is really most ornate. And the door's all little bells. Short of the street. Try and walk a little bit and see what she's gone to see. And she's gone to look for the hats, I think. Can turn into fans.
Sheila having another look at the temple using her new fan.
We're at the highest point in Singapore, which is just a little hill. Looking down into the dockyards and across the island of Sentosa. cable cars going back and forward. Because we're in at the period of the Chinese New Year just now, everything is hung with red and gold, and it's very colourful. We're in a gem shop and this is a picture. Absolutely fantastic. It's even got running water in the middle of the picture.
Flat on and off.
And the lights go on and off.
You can stop it by using the switch because there is a permanent off switch and a permanent on switch. And then a sensor. It's a 3 switch.
It's having great fun. Look at this, just clapping their hands. The wee birds are singing and carrying on like maniacs. In the Botanic Gardens in Singapore, the topiary garden. There's trees in the garden. It's interesting colours. This is what she's calling the cannonball tree. This is a flower bed. Lipstick pans. 5 years to grow, she's just said.
These.
What?
That's these 5 years. Fertilizer and water for the beginning to grow. Because orchids, they just live on moisture and also on air. Okay? So we break this into smaller pieces like this. We apply together with the orchid cylinder.
Beautiful. There's just rows and rows of them. I wanted Sheila to walk along, but she obviously isn't wanting to.
I've got to go and see one that's called the minute. Can you get close up to that?
Oh, I'm quite close up.
Yeah.
You want me to post you a photograph? No, I guess. You can walk around with them. You see more orchids.
This is another, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
I don't know what those flowers are, but they're ever so pretty. More unnamed. Another orchid.
Not a movement. Not a movement.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Is it pretty here? Come close.
Where? Oh, those ones, right. They're lovely. I think I'll try and get close up to this
Yes, it's a really good
thing here. Lovely. Beautiful garden. We're a very small group from this coach tour, so we don't really get lost. We've just come into the hotel and the courtyard, and no, Ruth is not wearing a wee thing. This must be a karate team of some kind. We're sitting in Orchard Road on some steps, waiting for one of the New Year parades to pass us. It's a great air of festivity. Everyone's, or mostly everyone, is dressed up, especially the children. There's a high police presence here. lads.
Very beautiful.
Little girls in their party frocks. That's where I'm sitting. But this is in wide angle, that's why this has got it. Nothing else is happening, but looks as if it might get a bit dull. Or dark anyway, since this doesn't start till 7. Somebody conked out before it starts. That must be part of the parade. Hundreds have lost their parade. Child there with most her mate and rather lovely dress on her. She turned. They've lost the parade too. I haven't moved from where I am, but I have put on my wide angle lens, and I just wonder what kind of difference it's going to make. Is this way? Oh, she would come up that way. All of a sudden the trees up the road lit up. I don't know what's happened to the ones in front of us. Ah, mister. Not a lot happening. An hour later, I've now switched from the wide angle to the telephoto lens. I can't believe my ears, bagpipe. We've just come into the room. Oh, this is our bedroom.
Totally me.
And found that our beds have been turned down, and
Mine's better.
beside our fresh kimonos for tonight, beautiful cotton nighties, we have an orchid on a card. Good night. This, whatever is on the outside of our hotel, I think that, oh well, Ruth was up there somewhere. Oh, she is daft stick. Looks as if she's talking to a wee man, a load of rubbish. It's supposed to be a model station, I think. Lost her. And of course, since this is the year of the rooster, there's a great big chicken along at the end here. Did you ever think you'd see Ruth beside a horse and some chickens? Anybody believe that Ruth would feed a horse? Never. Yeah, this is the entrance to a shopping mall.
There's Sheila coming now. This is just the front of the hotel, you can see.
Approaching Chinatown. Big tall apartment blocks. Washing hanging out.
This is our last night in this new Atani hotel in Singapore, and we've just done 2 photographs. But this is our kimono that's provided, free for each of us, clean every day. And believe it or not, on our pillow at the Southern Cross we had a chocolate, but here we have this lovely little card that says good night. We wish you sweet dreams from the executive housekeeper and this lovely orchid. And I just would like to remind ourselves of the way they do the show. Oh, these are the tiny slippers, by the way, here. All
They come fresh every night.
They did. But there's a beautiful overlay bedspread thing on here as well. But then they make a lovely package of the blanket by 2 sheets, which of course makes it beautifully cool. And so that's our bed.
In case you didn't know, this is Grandma. Oh, I'm trying to hold the camera still, don't make me laugh.
I'm on the other side of the bedroom. It's really very, very nice and very comfortable. And we're on the 20th floor, so there's a fantastic view out the window behind me. We've got air conditioning.
No, the orchid.
Which we really need. Yes, I'm wearing my orchid, and that's
I'm just
the ones
finding
we
the
had,
others.
if you can see them last night.
Yeah.
And Ruth daren't turn round because this room looks like a tip. We've been doing our last minute shopping. They're lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Raffles first landed here.